It's been a little bit over a month since the NBA season has started, and I'ma say it how it is. It's time for the Chicago Bulls to break it up, bruh. It's time for this rebuild to finally happen. What up, everybody? It's your boy STG Hoops up in here with a brand new video. And if y'all don't know this, man, I have been born and raised in Chicago my entire life, bro. I was a little kid when Jordan was winning those championships, but hey, I was alive, and I can tell my two boys that. They finna think I'm really old, but it's the truth. I'll tell you this though, 10 years ago, I definitely was watching and was well old enough to watch Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls kind of reemerge the Bulls as a highlight team in the NBA. And man, was it a good time. Till this day, I call Derrick Rose my MVP. Of course, Jimmy Butler and the crew with some good times. And then, of course, the downs with the injuries and Derrick Rose getting traded and then Jimmy Butler leaving and everything in that sort. You flash forward to the Zach Lavine era. You know, had some ups and downs. We knew he was going to be a promising player. And then you look at what happened a couple years ago. It was probably one of the best things we have seen in Chicago, bro. Since Derrick Rose was the emergence of Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Zach Lavine, Vucevic, and the crew as a unit. And man, if you were watching Bulls basketball a couple years ago when Lonzo Ball was healthy, oh man, this team was back, bro. We were number one in the East, and I ain't gonna let it go because Lonzo Ball was given the keys to orchestrate this offense, and he did that so well, and everybody was connected, and Caruso, of course, too. It was just beautiful, bro. And then, of course, we know what happens. Lonzo Ball goes down with the injury. He's still injured. He still ain't playing. We don't even know if he's gonna come back. But the Bulls just did not ever get it together, bro. We were not able to figure out this point guard solution. Zach Lavine, DeMar DeRozan, so much, issues, at least with Zach Lavine, with the coaching staff, Donovan, etc. in Chicago. And it's pretty much been the same stuff, bro, for the past 2 years. And this video that I'm making, listen, these videos that I make, they're not scripted. I don't have something on Google Docs and I'm just reading something, right? I'm legit speaking from the heart. Especially this topic, this video amongst many others. I'll still bring him some stats, things of that sort. But a video in particular like this, when it's talking about the Chicago Bulls, especially now, everybody be looking up Zach Lavine and stuff like that, right? But you hearing this video, if you just come in through this video, you go on YouTube and you type in Zach Lavine trade rumors, Chicago Bulls, whatever, you're going to hear different analysts and different people say things. You're not going to hear a lot of people who were born and raised in Chicago who literally watches every single Bulls games, whether I'm at a wedding, doesn't matter where I'm at. You know what I'm trying to say? Diehard fan speak his truth. And I'm going to say it like it is, because I'm telling you, for the past 2 years, I have not had the courage to actually say what I'm going to say. It is not easy to say what I'm going to say, but it is about time that I'm going to say it. A lot of people have been saying this before. I'm finally going to say it now. Like I said, it's still not easy. I don't even know if I'm fully convinced, but I'm making this video. I'm going public, and I'm going to say this, man. It's time for the Chicago Bulls to finally break this up, man. We tried it, bro. It's not gonna change, man. If you're looking at the Bulls games this season, 14, 15, 16, 17 games in, we see some games, many of them are winnable, but it's the same thing every single season, bro. We always are down by 10, 20 points every single game, and then we just make a amazing run in the third or fourth quarter to really bring it close, just to only lose the game in clutch situations. Don't get me wrong, there have been a couple games that we have won in the clutch situations. But look, man, this is not going to take us over the edge against the Celtics of the world, the 76ers of the world, the Milwaukee Bucks of the world. It ain't going to put us over the hump. There are teams in the NBA who started their rebuild way before, way after us, and they still are already ahead of us. We've been doing this thing, figuring this out for the past, 9 years or so? There have been teams that literally broke everything, traded everybody away just 3-4 years ago, and are already on the come up. You look at teams like the OKC Thunder, on the come up now. You look at teams like the Indiana Pacers, man, on the come up. You even look like a team like the Detroit Pistons. Fine, the Pistons obviously aren't like a championship caliber team, right? But you look at the young pieces that they have and the future that they're building, it looks pretty solid. What do the Bulls have? The Bulls on paper have a stacked roster. We have a Zach Lavine who's, averaging 21 points a game this season. He has a tenacious shot, bro. Like, this brother can shoot in your face when he wants to, but he can also be he could be so streaky at the same time. You have a proven score in DeMar DeRozan, who's also averaging about 22 points a game. This brother, total points in the NBA, he's up there. He's like in the top 20 or so, right? He's a proven scorer. He is slowing down a little bit when you look at his numbers compared to the past season, in which he averaged 25 points a game. And the season prior, his first season in Chicago, averaged almost 28 points a game. I get it. It's still early in the season, and I'm sure Zach Lavine is trying to become that A-roll. But it just doesn't matter now, man. We ain't going anywhere, bro. DeMar DeRozan is 34 years old. Vucevic, I'm going to give Vuce props, bro. He's up and down, but look, man, he's still going to get you your double-double every single game. If you're a Chicago Bulls fan, Vuce is still a top 10 center in the game. He will get you a double-double every single game. But this whole thing with Zach Lavine, etc., it's just not working anymore, man. I love Zach. I rock with Zach, dude. I wish we can keep him to stay. And, you know, it comes down to Billy Donovan leaving or not. But when I just look at it from a perspective, if I'm a GM, if I'm a fan, how many more years do I gotta wait? How many more years do we have to wait for this Bulls team to finally be on the map, to be exciting, to have heart, to have identity? If you're watching Bulls games, you see Zach Lavine is already just getting frustrated. He's getting, annoyed. You're seeing even, a game recently where, after the game ended and they won, it was actually a really nice game against the Miami Heat. Great comeback, down 22-1. They actually end up coming all the way down in the fourth quarter. They end up winning that game. He leaves the game frustrated. It's already getting just discombobulated within the locker room. Everybody knows, and I know it's been the same thing we've been hearing for the past couple of years, but look, it's heightened. And I'm going to say it how it is. There's no better time to maximize these trades than now. Zach Lavine still has years left on his contract. You can still get some solid pieces. More importantly, some solid first-round picks. We lost our pick last year to Orlando, right? It's time to just get some young studs on our squad and just do something with this team, bro. I don't know if you can feel what I'm feeling, but it's time. And I'm not hating on Zach Lavine either, because I've been rocking with Zach ever since he's gone here in Chicago. If anything, I want him to go contend for a playoff team. This brother, if he's the third option on a squad like the Lakers, on Philadelphia, even a second option, whatever, he's going to flourish. He's going to flourish. I rock with Zach, and I want him to, have a great rest of his career. But right now, the Chicago Bulls, we don't know what we're doing, bro. We still, even till this date, can't find a point guard. I'm not hating on Kobe White. I'm not hating on our squad, but look, man, we saw what we could do with Lonzo Ball, and that ain't happening. Our point guards are scorers. They're not facilitators. It's just all over the place. We barely be making any moves in the offseason, right? Barely any moves, maybe signing one additional player. Otherwise, we're just sticking with the same squad. And like I said, it's good on paper. I rock with them on 2K. There's different tiers, right? So tier 2, I rock with the Bulls, and I'd be getting buckets. But then again, Lonzo Ball's on that squad. It's just not working out. It's just not working out. And DeMar DeRozan has been great for us. Like I said, this is coming from a place of love, bro. DeMar DeRozan has been great for us. If we can sign him for a good deal that works out, I'd love to have him, right? And have him mentor some new studs that we can hopefully get, whether it's through a pick or it's a young, promising talent. But it's time, dude. It's time. You look at players like Lauri Markkanen, bro. My man Lauri, as soon as his brother went to Utah, this guy became a straight-up all-star, and he's still killing it. It's not like it was just for, a season. No, he's still a top legitimate player in the NBA. Obviously, he went to Cleveland first, but then he got awakened in Utah. But in Chicago, he had glimpses, but we just couldn't see it through. We couldn't see it through. I don't know what's going to happen with Patrick Williams. He's asking for $200 million. That ain't going to happen, but it's just tough when there's people like Halliburton from Indiana that we could have gotten, etc. And we just can't be drafting right either anymore, man. I'm a frustrated Bulls fan, and I'm going to say it how it is. It's time to just pack it up and give this another shot with a brand new future, because the team that we have as a core, it just ain't working out. And I'm going to say it like it is too, including our coaching staff too. We just need a fresh restart, bro. We need a fresh restart and just have something to hold on to for a promising future. I love my squad. I love Chicago. I love every single player who's on this squad. Of course, some players are going to stay. Some probably going to get traded. Another one, Alex Caruso. Man, Caruso is amazing. This brother is so amazing. If you are a Bulls fan, you just love Caruso. Obviously, I was watching the Lakers, and I saw what he was doing for him. Obviously, LeBron James right now, he's one of the best players of all time, if not the greatest player of all time. And I was following the Lakers immensely during their whole run, throughout the bubble run, and even now. And we all know how valuable Caruso was, and he brought that to Chicago. And if you aren't keeping up with Chicago basketball, Caruso is playing his best basketball ever. Not only defensively, which has obviously always been his prowess, he is literally killing it offensively. His three-point shot is higher than it's ever been. He is shooting with confidence. Bro, this is the best time to trade him. I don't want to trade Caruso. Why would anyone want to not have a team that has Zach Lavine, DeMar DeRozan, Caruso, Vucevic? On paper, it sounds amazing. But it just ain't working out. It just ain't working out. While Caruso is playing his best basketball, while Zach Lavine has, in 2023 terms, a actually cheap contract, these brothers be getting the bag. Zach Lavine actually got a steal. Who wouldn't want to take a contract like that, right? For a person who can literally get you 50 points any given night if he's feeling it, and on a bad night he'll get you like 18. You know what I'm trying to say? It's time to rebuild. It's time to blow it up. I don't like saying it, but it's what I'm thinking. Is coming from the heart. If the Bulls can somehow turn it around, maybe get a brand new coach and just turn the whole thing around, yeah, I'm going to say I'm sorry. And I would be as happy as anything camper. But it's been like this for a year. It's been like this year. I don't think we can go over the hump against a Milwaukee, a 76ers or a Boston Celtics. You know what I'm trying to say? So if we ain't going to beat them, it's time to blow it up, man. Or at the very least, just get Derrick Rose back. I don't care who we got. If we get Derrick Rose back, I'll be happy. That's what my thoughts are. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. You may agree with me. You may disagree with me. But I had to speak from the heart, everybody. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.